Hi everyone, it's Mrs. Milianis here. Hope you're all safe and healthy and learning lots at home. We miss you every day. We think about you every day. I thought I'd pop on here just to show you how to use a really cool feature that I recently learned about. Now, some of you are more tech savvy than me and have already learned this feature. For those of you that haven't learned it or haven't seen it before, this might help you out with some of the reading that your teachers give you or that I give you. So I have a text here. Now, this text is in Google Slides, so it's going to look different than some of the Google Docs that you may be getting from your teachers. You're going to want to have this toolbar up and running on your Chromebook or on your laptop. You can get that from clicking on the Google Read and Write puzzle piece that should be appearing when you log in as yourself on Google. So you click that. It's a purple puzzle piece with an R and a W in it that stands for Read and Write. And in that Google Read and Write toolbar, you will find a feature called the Screenshot Reader. It looks like a little box with dashed lines and an arrow inside. So you're going to click that, and you're going to get this plus symbol, which is called a crosshair, and you're going to highlight the text. You're going to draw a box around the text that you want it to read back to you, and you're going to let it go to work. So I'm just going to take the first sentence here, and I'm going to wait for it to think. It's thinking, it's changing colors here, and it's back to me when it's done. Not the best, but it can do some things for us here. Now the next sentence, we'll try that again. We'll click on Screenshot Reader. We'll do the next sentence. We'll let it think its way through as it deciphers what's there and it transfers it into text to speech. Now, as you can see, it's again not reading every single word, so there is the option of going back and just taking one word at a time. And then you could take the next word here, and you can always X out. There's an X there, so you can always X out. So you could do that. You could also do it just for the questions, and maybe an adult's reading you the sentences or the text. You could always just do it for the questions. You can do this for math questions. You can do this for language or history or science or geography, whatever you're working on. You could do this for that too, or even social studies. Still working on deciphering the sentence. You can see the colors at the bottom. Again, it's not perfect, but it's a lot more of the work taken off your plate. If you don't want to be doing all the work yourself in the reading, and your parents are busy with younger siblings or older siblings for that matter. So hopefully this helps. I hope you're doing well. And I do have one more trick to show you. I'll try it on here. I can tell you though that it doesn't work amazingly on Google Slides, but I'll show you what it is for now. When you want to answer a question, so we'll just get right out of this for a second. And we'll just get rid of it there. And I want to answer the question. So I want to write a prediction. So if I want to be writing a prediction, I would be typing in my answer right here. So right here is a text box. I'd be typing in my response. What I'm going to do is, it says to write a prediction for what Remy will do later in the story. And it talks about that they're in third grade, and that during the first week of reading the book, he grew more and more bored. So maybe he writes his own story. I got that from Dave Pilkey and Captain Underpants and George and Harold. So maybe he's going to write his own story. So I'm going to now click on the headset here, and this is going to take it from text to speech. So it's going to actually write it down for me. So I'm going to wait for it to actually pop up a window here. It'll ask you to allow your microphone if you haven't done that already. And you don't need to actually have a physical microphone, because your Chromebook, if you had one from school, will actually have that built right in, or an iPad would have that built right in. So I'm going to click right there. So we'll just go back in and we will click on what's called Talk and Type. And when we're in Talk and Type in Google Slides, it won't type into a text box, unfortunately, but it will type your responses into your speaker notes. And I can show you how to get those speaker notes put into a text box. So the question says, write a prediction for what Remy will do later in the story. And I'm going to say that he'll probably write a story instead of reading a book. So Remy will write a story instead of reading a book. I've got that in my mind. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to type that in the bottom here, but instead of typing it, I'm going to click on here. And I'm going to make sure that it's orange, and that'll get me speaking right into it. Remy will write a story instead of read a story. Period. Now that's where it couldn't hear me, so it underlined the words. It wasn't too sure what I was saying. So I can go back and change that. Read a story, period. And then I'll just go back and make that a lowercase letter. And Remy is correct. It's just a unique name, so it's just not coming up, but it is correct, spelled correctly like in the story. So now what I'll do is, because it's not allowing me to type directly into the text box there, I will highlight all that. And if you have a mouse, you can right mouse click and click cut. If you don't have a mouse, you can highlight it all and then press Control X. And then you click into the box that you wanted to put the answer in, and you can click a Control V, or you can right mouse click in there. And then of course you can make the text bigger too, so that I can see it later on. So that's how you can do that. And that'll help you. So again, that was the talk and type feature. And then you click and you allow your microphone. And then even if you don't have a microphone, you allow it. It'll pick up the sound from the Chromebook that you're using or the device that you're using, if it's a laptop or an iPad or a tablet as well. And then just make sure, if you want to record, make sure that the orange is on here. So it'll be orange and it'll record. 1, 2, 3, hello, hello. And then make sure you click it to turn it off, otherwise it'll keep recording what you're saying. And then again, you just highlight that, drag over it, and then you can cut it out of there, and then Control V will paste it where you want it to go. Hope that helps. Hope you're doing well, and I can't wait to hear all about what you're learning, and see you guys soon. Take care. Bye.